Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to day 5 of our physical therapy stretching. Today we're going to do some more yoga. And we're going to roll around the foam roller. Let's get started, okay? Let's reach our hands all the way up. Stretch up. Really stretch up before we fold forward. All right, then come down. Okay? Release that tension in your back. Stretch out. Remember, if you need to have your hands on your legs for support, do so. If not, hang them and let your head roll forward. Just really stretch out that spine. All right, I'm going to bend. I'm going to come all the way up. I'm going to reach to the side and stretch and breathe. Really stretching out everything today. All right, all the way up. Stretch up, 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 and to the side. Oh, breathe. I have to remind myself to do that. Breathe, and stretch and hold all the way up. And let your arms come down. All right. Let's go into standing split. Reach your arms all the way up. Stretch up. Elongate everything. And then come forward. And stretch straight down. If you need to have support with your hands down or hands on your legs, do so. If you want to just get a little bit more extra stretch into it, hold your elbows. And let your body weight pull yourself down further. Then breathe. And breathe. Bend our knees. We're going to come all the way up. Stretch up, 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 up. Turn to the side and come over that one leg. Stretch out that side. Yep, I still feel it right here. Really stretching it out. Stretch and hold it. All right, come all the way up. Stretch up and come over to your other side. And hold. Stretch. Hold. One more good breath. All right, come all the way up. All right, so I'm going to do my yoga stretches first, and I'm going to finish on the foam roller. So I want to stretch it out, and I want to work it, and then I want to roll out whatever working that I'm going to do, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to come down into a downward dog, okay? So I start with my feet together. I'm going to bring my arms all the way up. I'm going to fold forward. Okay? Again, do not push yourself. Do not hurt yourself if you are still really tight somewhere, okay? Stop at the point where you can't go any further and hold that stretch, okay? I'm going to bring my hands down. I'm going to walk them out. And I'm going to stand in a downward dog position. My feet are about hip width apart. They're not together, but they're not wide. And my body just forms this mountain pose. This is downward dog. And I'm going to hold. Yesterday we did some calf and cow. Today I'm going to do downward dog and up dog. All right. Just hold. And breathe. All right, I'm going to come down to my knees now because I'm not just going to go into a flow. I'm going to bring my body all the way down. All right. And I'm going to push up and stretch out my stomach and stretch my back this way. This is actually going to work my back a bit. Okay? Now, if you can only come up this high, only come up this high. Okay? Go up where you can handle it. Do not overdo the stretching. Breathe. Now I'm going to come back into child's pose. And I'm going to hold. All right, we're going to do that flow a few more times, okay? If you want to call it a flow. So I'm on my knees, I'm going to tuck my toes under, and I'm going to straighten my knees, and I'm going to come back into my downward dog. And I'm going to hold. Really stretching out that tailbone. Really stretching out where I pulled it. And stretch. And hold. One more good breath. All right, I'm going to bring my knees down. I'm going to come all the way down. I'm going to stretch it back. And stretch up. And breathe. All right, then I'm going to come back into child's pose. I'm not holding that pose for very long. It's not really a stretch. It's really actually working my muscle. It's tightening it. But I want to actually put it through some work. So I'm going to come down to child's pose to release that tension. All right, now one more time. Come up on your knees. Tuck your toes. Come up in the downward dog. I'm going to get a little bit more into the stretch. I'm trying to drive my heels down to the floor. We'll get there. Breathe. And hold. Downward dog is just a great overall stretch when you can finally get into the position. Again, could not have done this on Monday. Okay? My entry would not have allowed this, but we've steadily gone a little bit deeper into stretches, added a little bit more here and there. Now we can. All right, come down, come all the way down, and press up. And hold. All right, release. I'm going to come into child's pose. I'm going to hold in the center, and before we go anywhere else after this, we're going to do the sides on the child's pose too. So hold center. And breathe. All right, reach your hands over to one side, stretch out that side in child's pose. Hold, stretch that side, go as far out as you can and really get that side. Keep your butt down though, okay? Make sure to engage the stretch. Only do what you can. Come back to center, and come all the way back over to the other side. And stretch. And hold, stretch. All right. Come all the way up. Oh, that did feel good. All right, so we're gonna go into the kneeling lunges again today, okay? All right, so we're gonna put one foot forward. I'm gonna come up. My hands are resting on my upper thigh, and I'm pressing it forward, okay? And I'm holding this pose for a while. Really stretching out right back here, okay? Stretching that side out too. And breathing. Okay, before we release this pose, I'm going to move my hands all the way down to the ground. As low down as I can, I'm bringing both hands into the inner side to get a little bit deeper stretch. And I'm really stretching out this side as much as I can, okay? So I'm lowering my upper body to really stretch that side, and I'm on the inside of my foot, okay? Really stretching it. And hold. And breathe. All right, now we're going to release that. We're going to switch our feet. Now this one's going to be fun because this is the one that's a little bit tighter than the other. All right, start with the hands up, chest back. Just get deep into that stretch. Hold that lunge. Breathe. All right, let's put our hands down. If this is enough, stay here if you can. Put your hands to the inner part of your leg and bring your hands down, your upper body down as much as you can, and really stretch out that side. I feel it right here, right where I agitated that muscle the other day. Okay, so I'm getting as low down as I can without straining anything, but to really get a good stretch where I want to feel it. Breathe. Hold it. All right, release. All right, now I'm going to come onto my foam roller. I'm going to roll out everything we just worked, everything we just stretched out, okay? I'm going to start by sitting. I just want to roll out my tailbone. Again, I'm sitting here because this is where my injury's at, okay? Today, focus a lot on where your injury's at. Roll it out. Roll it in different ways, okay? If you've got a tailbone one like me, I'm going to start and I'm just going to roll it out this way. A few more passes. Okay, then I'm going to bring it all the way down, right into that lower back area. I'm going to support myself because I want to isolate where I'm rolling. Just want to roll on the top part of my buttocks, not past my hips. Okay, keeping in that area right there where I really, really pulled it the other day, last week. Okay, I'm going to take it slow. I'm just going to roll right around my hips. My hips and my lower back. I'm going to really isolate where I'm moving. Okay, I want to get a little bit deeper into this one, so I'm going to bring my arms up just to let my back really take the full of the foam roller. All right, now I'm going to get into my lower back, to my middle back, and just I'm going to keep rolling it out. Basically, it's like I took the knot and I'm traveling it from my buttocks, and I'm taking it all the way up. If you want to visualize it, trying to release the tension, forcing it out. And just because it feels good, I'm going to come up onto my shoulder blades and stretch those out. Roll those out. Oh, it feels so good. Just because I've had it up, I'm going to bring it down to my neck. And I'm just going to slightly roll it. I'm not actually moving my neck. I'm just stretching it out because I've had it up. All right, going to come up. Now I'm going to focus on my left leg because that is where I was definitely re-injured the other day. And it is tight. So I'm just going to roll it out. Try to hit that area that really is tight. Bring it a little bit further down my leg into my hamstring, quad area. These are great after you've worked your muscles too, not just after you've injured something. It's really good to massage out those muscles. It hurts, but it feels so good. Right there. Okay, we'll roll onto my other side just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I won't spend as long over here. So if your injury is on your right side, spend more time. I'm mainly just keeping it even just because I did pull the middle of my back. I want to make sure that I'm not hurting anything on my right by compensating for my left. Okay, I'm going to come up. Stay in frame here. I'm just going to do one more good pass. Oop. Starting here and just rolling all the way down. Focusing on that lower back where it's really killing me. We'll roll all the way up again. Oh, felt great. All right, so I'm gonna put the foam roller away. The last thing we're gonna do is those figure 4 stretches. I'm telling you, if you've ever pulled a sciatic, you know that these stretches are golden. All right, put your leg up, put it to one side, put that opposite arm out, and hold. Stretch it out. Get that knee to the ground as much as you can. I'm not touching it, don't worry. Just really engage that stretch. Other side. And switch and hold. Hold it. Release. Bring both knees up. Bring them both in. Tuck everything together. Stretch out that buttocks. All right, and release. I'm gonna bring myself up here. It was a great day. It was a great week. I'm feeling a lot better. So I hope you are too. I hope this is helping. I know the consistency of doing it every day is definitely what's helping me. So I'll see you back here next week. We're going to definitely get into deeper stretches, and probably by the end of it, it's going to be more yoga-like and intense stretching, but we're going to get there. Okay, we're not to week 4 yet. We're just going to go into week 2. All right, see you next week.